Welcome back to Gear Up Bike, and today we dive deep into one of the most anticipated modern retro machines of the year, the 2026 Harley-Davidson Iron 883. This is not just a bike review, this is a look at how a legendary cruiser evolves without losing its identity. So settle in, because we're going to talk about how it looks, how it feels, how it rides, and whether this new version of the iconic Iron 883 is worth your money in 2026. When you first walk up to the bike, the front end makes a bold statement. The 2026 Iron 883 still carries that traditional, low-slung, muscular stance, but the details have definitely changed. Harley hasn't tried to reinvent the look. It's still raw, it's still minimal, and it still carries that cruiser attitude that made riders fall in love with it in the first place. But now, you get a slightly more refined LED headlamp that maintains the round retro shape yet offers a sharper cutoff and a much brighter beam spread. It doesn't look futuristic, but it doesn't look outdated either. Harley has managed to find the perfect balance of modern lighting technology inside a classic shell. The front forks are still thick and sturdy, but the 2026 model now comes with revised damping that improves comfort without losing the firm front-end control the Iron series is known for. The front fender remains short and tight, exposing just enough of the tire to keep that stripped down, aggressive attitude alive. Even the front wheel design gets a bit of a refresh with darker finishes and a more premium machining pattern that makes the wheel shine subtly under showroom lights without going over the top. As you move from the front to the side profile, the 2026 Iron 883 really shows off its classic American cruiser DNA. The silhouette is instantly recognizable. The tank retains the peanut-style shape that fans adore, but Harley has refined its curvature, making it look slightly cleaner and fuller. The brand's logo has been updated with a more modern, embossed metal badge that replaces the older painted emblems, giving the bike a more premium presence. And the color options this year are far more interesting: matte blacks, shadow grays, burnt copper, and a deep metallic red, all of which match the darker mechanical finishes Harley has applied to the engine, exhaust, and wheels. This bike is clearly made to look tough, but the 2026 version looks a bit more detailed and crafted than before. The exposed frame, the minimal bodywork, and the low stance give it a very grounded look, and once you sit on it, you feel closer to the road than on most modern bikes. The seat height remains friendly, keeping the bike accessible to new riders while still offering the classic Harley laid-back ergonomics. The seat has improved cushioning, which is a big upgrade considering the older models were known for their stiff padding. This new one still feels firm, but it's more supportive for longer rides. The side profile also shows off the belt drive system, something Harley has stuck with to keep maintenance low and power delivery smooth. The exhaust remains a dual side swept design, blacked out, chunky, and unmistakably Harley. It gives the bike its signature attitude even before you hear the engine roar. Around the midsection, Harley has improved cable routing and cleaned up the wiring, giving the bike a more refined appearance, especially when viewed up close. Little details like the redesigned foot pegs, improved gear shifter, and new handlebar grips also contribute to an overall more comfortable and more premium side profile experience. Moving to the rear of the bike, the 2026 Iron 883 carries forward the same old-school, tucked-in, no-nonsense style that fans appreciate. You get a short rear fender, minimal lighting, and a clean tail section that doesn't break the bike's visual flow. But the lighting has been upgraded for better visibility using compact LED units. The tail light is brighter and sharper, the indicators are slimmer but more noticeable, and the number plate bracket is repositioned slightly for a cleaner look. The twin rear shocks now offer improved damping adjustment, and Harley claims they've tuned them for better comfort on rougher roads, a welcome improvement, considering older Iron 883 models were notorious for stiff rear suspension. The rear tire remains wide and beefy, hugging the road with confidence and adding that signature cruiser stance. From the back, the bike looks muscular, compact, and purposeful, just the way an Iron 883 should. Now let's talk about the heart of the machine of the engine. The 2026 Iron 883 continues to use an air-cooled V-twin, maintaining the classic Harley character and sound that purists love. However, the internals have been revised heavily to ensure better efficiency, lower emissions, and a smoother ride. Harley calls this updated motor the Revolution Evo 883, a refined evolution of the beloved Evolution engine. It still has that deep, thumpy exhaust note, but now the vibrations are better controlled thanks to new balancing and improved engine mounts. The fuel injection system has been improved for more linear power delivery, especially in the low and mid-range, where riders spend most of their time. Harley has also improved cooling efficiency with redesigned fins and updated oil channels, helping the bike stay cooler in traffic. Power figures see a slight bump, but the real improvement is in refinement, throttle smoothness, and torque delivery. This engine feels like a modern Harley engine. Is still full of character, still full of soul, but much easier to live with. Performance-wise, The 2026 Iron 883 isn't trying to be a fast bike, it's trying to be an engaging bike, and it succeeds. The low-end torque is stronger and more predictable, making city riding much smoother. When you twist the throttle, the bike pulls with that classic Harley grunt, giving you a satisfying surge that feels heavy, mechanical, and connected to the road. The gearbox has been refined with smoother shifts, and the clutch lever has a lighter pull, which makes riding in traffic noticeably easier. On highways, the bike maintains a comfortable cruising rhythm, and the new engine improvements help reduce vibration at higher speeds. The suspension upgrades also help the bike feel more planted, especially in sweeping corners where older models sometimes felt wobbly. Braking performance is better too, with updated calipers that offer more bite and improved brake feel. The ABS system has been tuned to respond more naturally, avoiding the overly sensitive feel of some older models. Handling is still classic cruiser style, relaxed, predictable, and smooth. You're not carving corners aggressively, but you're enjoying every second of the ride. Speaking of enjoyment, the pricing of the 2026 Iron 883 is going to be an important factor for many riders. Harley has positioned this bike as one of its most accessible models, keeping the price competitive while giving it modern touches. The exact pricing will vary by region, but globally it sits within the same affordable cruiser bracket the Iron lineup is known for. Considering the upgrades in build quality, comfort, engine refinement, electronics, and lighting, the value proposition is stronger than ever. Riders looking for their first Harley, or even seasoned riders seeking a simple, pure, old-school machine, will find the 2026 Iron 883 an appealing package. Harley has clearly tried to keep this bike within reach while still delivering a premium cruiser experience. As we wrap up this review, the 2026 Harley-Davidson Iron 883 stands out as the perfect blend of heritage and modern refinement. It keeps the spirit alive with its stripped-down styling, classic V-twin soul, and unmistakable road presence. But at the same time, it improves on all the areas that needed refreshing: comfort, engine smoothness, lighting, braking, and overall rideability. It's still rugged, still simple, and still absolutely Harley. If you're looking for a bike that doesn't drown you in electronics, keeps things mechanical, gives you that authentic American cruiser feel, and looks like a piece of art on two wheels, the 2026 Iron 883 continues to be one of the strongest contenders. For new riders, it's approachable. For experienced riders, it's satisfying. And for Harley fans, it's a continuation of a legacy that refuses to fade. That wraps up our full review of the 2026 Harley-Davidson Iron 883. If you enjoyed this deep dive and want more detailed bike reviews, make sure you hit that like button, subscribe to Gear Up Bike, and ring the bell so you never miss our latest uploads. Let me know in the comments if you think Harley did justice to the Iron 883 this year, and tell me which bike you want reviewed next. Thanks for watching, ride safe, and I'll see you in the next video.